If you're a young girl and you're dating an older guy, please be careful and do not have kids until you're like almost 30.
After 6 children, this woman is advising younger ladies that want to date older men, that want to marry older men. She's giving advice. She's telling you don't do it because she did it and it ended in disaster after 6 children. What is your take on women saying that they want to be with older men because they feel like they are more matured, they are more emotional intelligence, they are more caring? The kind of qualities they give older men. What is your take on women going for, or younger ladies, girls in their 20s, early 20s, going for men in their 50s, in their late 40s? What is your take on that? Do you think is a wise choice of dating? And some say they go for that because of the bag, because most men at that age are already successful. What is your take on that? Because I have the story time of this lady. She just briefly talked about what happened briefly about our marriage, how our husband did not come and check on her. She's currently at the hospital. She just put to bed. She just had the sixth child. She just put to bed. So she's, let me roll the clip for you all to watch to the end. And I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
If you're a young girl and you're dating an older guy, please be careful and do not have kids until you're like almost 30. Really weigh out your options and date people closer to your age, because older people tend to be very manipulative and run game on you, and they play with your emotions and they drag you through the mud just because they know that you're more gullible and vulnerable. I've been with the same person since I was 16 years old. He is now 41 and I'm 26. We just had our sixth child back to back, okay? I'm one hell of a mom. I'm hands-on. I'm always home with them. I'm always the parent that's doing everything while he's out doing whatever. I just gave birth to our sixth child, and he literally did not come and support me through this traumatic experience. My father was here, and his reason was because I told him that he dogged me out during my entire pregnancy. He was not there. He was neglectful. No belly rubs, no bath, being ran, no consideration for my feelings, no empathy, no sympathy, no nothing. So he was like, finish it yourself. I'm like, you don't care about your son coming into the world and him being healthy and okay? And he's like, no, and you can name whatever you want. I don't care. And I'm 26. I dedicated my whole life to wanting to be a good mom, giving him all of these kids because he didn't have kids when, first got together. He was like 30 something, 32, 33, whatever. And I'm still gonna be one hell of a mom, but it fucking hurts. Like, it do. But life goes on, and this is not the end of the road for me. I'm hoping that sometime later down the line, because I don't want a relationship anytime soon, that I find a good person that can see the value in all of this, because people like to be very judgmental about situations like this. But if you're a young female, please date within your age and don't give up your life so easy. Although I don't regret it for the sake of my kids are amazing and very fucking smart, and very close. If I can go back, I would have chose somebody closer to my age that wouldn't have dragged me through the mud like he has. And there's just been a lot more to it. But this is just what I experienced today, and this was the nail in the coffin for me. Enough for me to be like, I'm never going to be with you again, and I'll take the 6 kids and I'll figure it the fuck out. I've been already doing it by myself anyways. So it is what it is. But that's my only message for today. And this is what I'm going to tell my daughters too. Don't date anybody older than you. He's 15 years older than me, 14 years older than me, whatever. Same shit. And I have been drugged through the mud and still believe in his words. The times that he's good, and the times that he's like, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna get my shit together, and I'm sorry. And he never does, and he goes back to the same typical regular shit every time. So, don't believe the bullshit. Don't believe the love bombing. Just do you. Okay. I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm tired and I just had a baby, but I'm just clarify this. The reason why there's an age gap like this was because, like I was telling people in the comments that my mom wasn't around, and she was on drugs, and she only came around for money and stuff like that. And my dad, he tours around. That's how he made money to provide for me and my three brothers. Is that toured around, had to travel a lot, all of that, whatever, bring back money. And the times that he was gone, he would send people to come check on us. And the father of our kids is one of those people because he was my dad's friend. And he'll come by and he'll cook for us and check on us, and he'll bring me stuff like that we needed and stuff like that. And so we like had a lot of time to like bond with him. And then we started watching shows together, and then like, stuff like that. So I actually like started to fall in love with that. Like, damn, somebody cares, because we didn't have many people growing up that did care outside of what my dad had. Like, our childhood was horrible before my dad ended up getting us completely. And honestly, I wasn't really thinking. I was in high school, and I thought that shit was cute at first. Like, oh, I got an older dude, and blah, blah, blah. And then once I got pregnant with my first child at 19, it's just like little stuff started to happen like over time of just having like kids. But I still just thought like, okay, like life has been worse than this. Like we haven't been stable. My parents, they fought a lot. There was a lot of dysfunction and stuff like growing up, and like her being on drugs, and then she dropped us off to her auntie all the way like 7 hours away, and like didn't want us no more. And then my dad got us, and then it was like, so I'm just like, okay, I guess like he loves me. Like he's going to the extent of like making sure I'm good, and making sure like we ate and stuff like that, and like he was like stepping in ways that other people didn't. And like, yeah, like one time like my bed had like broke down or whatever, and he went and bought me a bed and bring it, and I was just like, this dude is a good dude. Yeah, that's how I ended up falling in love with him at that age. So I just wanted to clarify that because I see a lot of this in the comments, like, how did this happen? That's just how it happened.
So practically, she's saying that she didn't have any father figure, and that man, was representing her father. Well, I feel like sometimes older men will come and meet you because they see that you are very naive, you're very innocent, and they feel like they can be proud, they can boast about you to their friends and be like, I can get that young girl because I got a bag. And most of the time, very young ladies, they don't really know what's up. They don't really know what they want. They even, any small care, any small show of love, they feel like that is the only thing you need. In fact, they don't even know what's up. Like, you get, imagine you, I'm sure you must have been given some red flags. You can't tell me until you got to the sixth child and now it's telling you, I'm not going to come check you at the hospital. I don't have your time. Da, da, da. I feel like he must have been given the red flag, but she doesn't even know what red flag is, probably. And now that she's 26 years old, definitely she had been getting pregnant since she was 20. Wow. And she met him while she was 16. This video made me remember the video I saw earlier today of this lady just explaining and trying to say dating older men doesn't make sense. Let me read the clip for you all to watch and I'll be back.
I want to start dating older men because they're more mature. No, sweetie. They just know more advanced ways of manipulation. They're better at lying. They're better at hiding. They've experienced, they've been with several women already. They know what women's triggers are. They know what works, what doesn't work. They know what they tend to believe, what they tend not to believe. They're better at hiding. They are essentially better at putting on a false pretense. So it will take you a very long time to realize who they really are. They are basically the more manipulative version of younger men. I want to start dating older men because they will take care of me. They know my worth. As soon as you start dating an older man who is out of your league specifically because you're doing it for financial reasons, because he's richer, more well off, more successful, what you're doing is inflating his ego immediately. He starts thinking with himself, out of all these young, attractive, successful men, out of all these men, she chose me. So there must be something really special about me. There must be something. Maybe that was the problem all along. Maybe what I lacked was confidence. If I can be with this young, beautiful, successful woman, then I can be with any young, beautiful, successful woman. And I know you're doing it for financial reasons. So many women are. I understand that point. You want the bag. But what you're doing is building him up, because older men thrive on being with younger women. They start taking care of themselves more, they start exercising, they start losing weight, they start having a better sex life, and they get the most important thing. They get the approval of other men. Something they do anything for. Something that is the most important thing in their mind. Approval of other men. If I could get with this beautiful young woman, all the other men are applauding me on my success. So you build him up and give him this confidence to go find a more beautiful version of you, a more successful version of you, the younger version of you. Yeah. Even if you're doing it for financial reasons, it will be for a very short period of time because he finds the confidence to do better. I want to start dating older men because nobody wants them. Oh, honey. You are underestimating the lack of character, decency, morality, and self-respect that women have. Zero. I made a video earlier on side chicks. Take half a second to take a look at the comments. And lack of character in women. Just lowest standards possible. And how defensive they are. How right they think they are. How justified they think they are. Their actions. So, when there is an abundance of need, when there's patriarchy deeply rooted in your brain, it doesn't matter if he's old or young. It doesn't matter if he's 80 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, 20 years old. It doesn't matter if he's fat or fit. It doesn't matter if he's attractive or ugly. When there is lack of character and morality and decency, when there's lack of basic human respect, they will want your man. It doesn't matter who he is, in what condition he is in. They just do. That's just how it works. So your older man is not safe. Not at all. So my advice is, I always say in my videos, do what you want. My advice is, instead of hyping up and building these older men who are way out of your league and would never dream of being with you, is building the life that you want on your own. Hustling, working on yourself, bettering yourself, educating yourself more, and needing men less, decentering men more, and not being miserable being single. That's the best and the happiest state of being. Hope this helps.
For me, I feel like dating younger men, dating older men, you will still meet what you want to meet in front of you. I feel like all of them have their red flags. And sometimes these older men, the kind of mentality that younger ladies have, that's, oh, he has the money, he's caring, he's emotional intelligence, he's going to be a good father, he has more experience because this is his third marriage, they feel like they're going to be very secure with him. Most of the time is just going to be a very good manipulator than the younger ones that you're with. So even if he's matured, of course, because of his age, doesn't mean that he's still not going to break your heart. Doesn't mean that when he wants to start acting like an old man, he's going to act like an old man. And unless you're actually going in for just the money, and he really has the money, not the one that will manipulate you and tell you, I have the money, and he's just showing you small money. Then when you marry him, they realize that he doesn't have any money, or he's not actually a giver. Not that one. The ones that actually has the money and he doesn't even know how to spend it and just want to give you all his money, all his wealth. Yes, then you can enjoy that one. But then some of these older men, I feel like they go for younger girls because they cannot go for women of their age, because they know women of their age are now wiser. Women of their age know what's up. So they don't want to go for women of that age, of their age or their age range. They just want to go for the ones that are very innocent. They don't really know what, especially ladies that are still in their 20s, or they're just clocking 20, maybe 19, 20. Yeah, those are the kind of girls they always want to go for because they feel like this one doesn't really know much. I can easily manipulate this one and she's going to fall for it. I feel like most of them sometimes they are already having serious health issues and they feel like the younger you are, the more you'll be able to take care of them. But if you're not so young, you might not even want to have time to take care of them at all. So imagine you dating a very old man that has health issues. And he has the money, of course. And you're marrying him. You have to take care of him because you're his wife. Most of them, they know that they're about to die and they just want somebody young to be with them and, make them look younger or feel younger. When you talk to older men and you ask them some questions, you'll see that they'll tell you, oh, I want to date a younger girl because it makes me feel like a child. They make me feel like I'm still young, because they can easily manipulate you. They can easily get to your head. They can easily, feel like a child around you. But then when they are with their age range, it's not always like that because those ones are more mature. Those ones know there's no amount of actions you want to bring. Some of them already know what's up. They already know where where the action is leading. Well, anyways, would you say it's advisable or is wise for younger girls to go for older men or not? Kindly share your thoughts about this down in the comment section. And thank you so much for tuning in today's video. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And please turn on post notification bell to get notified once I upload another interesting video. Check out Maria Davis and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.